past midnight, but you know what? You know what? I'm ready for a run. I don't know about you guys. I am ready to go out for a run. Right around the block, go for a run. I don't know about you, Philly 500. I'm ready for a run. You know who else is ready for a run?
Who? Who's ready for a run?
These dogs. These dogs.
That's it. That's it, baby.
They're ready
to go for a run.
They're ready for a run.
Very far.
You know who else is ready for a run? This guy. Ready for a run.
The North Dakota assassin.
Ready for a run.
North Dakota assassin.
Ready for a run. Ready for a run. The Eagles had a case of the runs today. Serious case of the runs. Running all over the Packers. Stunning the Packers. Beating them in Lambeau Field. Philly 500 is here. I am Adrian Fedke. Eagles, Birds, ready for a run. Are you ready for a run?
I'm ready. I'm running. I've been running all night. I'm running all week. What a win.
Are you out of breath? I'm out of breath.
What a win.
I'm out of breath.
Dude, I'm tired. I double moonwalked. I double moonwalked my own ass tonight. I rerun the crap out of my stream. And, dude, I'm telling you, this reminds me of the win in Carolina 2017, where you knew they were getting ready to go somewhere. This game changed the whole season, not because you were going down 1-3, but because of the way that they won the game and who they won it against, when, where. I think this is the start of something really special.
This is why I was saying in the preview, I'm like, they win this game. This is the type of game where you can start winning a lot of games. You start building momentum with this game. And this offense at one point just went right up and down the field 4 times in a row. That looked like 2017. Running the ball down Green Bay's throats. You know, they were susceptible to the run coming in. Weren't really that good against the run. Miles Sanders started it out. Jordan Howard pounding it in the second half. Eagles offensive line plowing the Green Bay front seven into submission. And that really was the story of this game. I mean, when they were running the ball on first down, they were picking up huge chunks. 33 times they carried the ball, 176 yards, 5.3 average. So you got 2 touchdowns from Jordan Howard, 15 for 87, and then Miles Sanders, 11 for 72. So heavy dose from both of them. And they were just pounding the Packers into submission.
You know what really surprised me was that coming in out of the second half, I think Green Bay's defense was gassed. I think they were gassed from the third quarters, the first drive of the second half. They just could not stop the run. They looked tired, and the Eagles just pounded it down their throat. I mean, look, to me that was like, okay, the Eagles started bad in this game. Started like they came out fired up. I thought they were a little too amped up. Carson's throwing high. Ertz is getting fights. Derek Barnett with the penalty. But I think that Miles Sanders' return calmed everything down. Carson went in there, kind of calmed everything down. They started running the ball, got a touchdown. I think when they got the first touchdown, everything kind of changed from an offensive perspective, at least, you know.
Dude, I'm like tallying up the final drive here in my play-by-play scoring. I did it real quick. The Eagles actually dominated this game in the play-by-play scoring. So 97-70. So they won this game only by 7 points. The reason why the play-by-play scoring was so lopsided, the Eagles kept, the Packers into these third down and longs because they were stopping the run. But Aaron Rodgers was doing unbelievable things. Dude, what he was doing was just unreal to step up and out of the pocket on a consistent basis, picking up first down after first down after first down against the freaking beleaguered secondary. Avonte Maddox got pushed on, and then the unfortunate injury there at the end where he collided into Andrew Sendejo.
Yeah.
Then Sidney Jones gets hurt, so it's like, what's going to happen with the secondary moving forward? But, man, it's like
what's going to happen with the secondary moving forward.
The pressure was there. There's one. I know where you're going. The pressure was there, but Aaron Rodgers was escaping it, and it was unbelievable what he was doing.
They got some pressure, but like it just. Look, Rodgers is Rodgers. He escapes and makes some plays, but even still, dude, I just do not like the way that they go down the field. It's like 6 plays, they're down the field, 5 plays, and it's always like, like look at early. A couple of those passes are like 8-yard outs, Adams turns around and everybody misses him. He still runs for 40 yards. I don't understand it. It's so frustrating to me. I got to the point where I was like, you might as well onside kick it. What's the difference between 3 plays being down there and 5? I was that frustrated with the defense. And I do think Devontae Adams going out hurt Green Bay down the stretch of this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So he had 10 receptions for 180 yards. He was just doing whatever he wanted. So 10 receptions on 15 targets. And that's basically what the Green Bay offensive game plan was for the first 3 quarters until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Just throw it to him every play. And that's what it was. And, besides Devontae, their second leading receiver in terms of their wideouts, both Geronimo Allison and Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 3 catches each. But they were big totals here. So 52 and 47 on those catches respectively, Allison and Scantling.
Yeah. Here's what I want to say, though, okay? Because, Carson's going to get killed no matter what happens, right? Mm. But you have to remember, people should think about this. When Green Bay scored at the end of the half, Rodgers caught them sleeping. They thought they were going to spike it.
Oh, my God. That touchdown pissed me off. I was like, why is he wide open? Like, what was that?
They didn't know. The defense was caught standing around. And I was saying in my stream, I'm afraid that's going to come back and haunt us. It's going to come back and haunt us. And then also the Doug, when he goes for the 2-point up 7, instead of just kicking the extra point and going up 8.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was fine with that because of how easy they were moving the ball. Yeah. Although I get what you're saying. Like that's what Doug's doing. That's what he's trying to do. So
I know.
If that's what he wants to do. If he does it consistently, then I'm okay with it.
Right. But I didn't want him to do it at that point. I was like, force him to make the 2-point conversion. But anyways, here's what I want to say. Carson Wentz and the offense, gut check time, coming out of the half, after they go in with momentum, to go down the field and score a touchdown was huge for the Eagles. Then they come back and tie it, and the Eagles go back down and score again. I think you got to give this offense a lot of credit. I want to give Carson Wentz credit because people don't want to give it to him ever, but he's the one that led the team down the field to score, to match Rodgers in scores. Now, he didn't throw 300 yards. I don't care. They ran the ball, they were balanced, and they took care of business. And it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal.
His quarterback rating was 20 points higher than Aaron Rodgers, despite the fact that Aaron Rodgers threw for 422 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception, and then you had Wentz for 160 and 3 touchdowns. So the reason for that is, again, they were running the ball, right, and the third downs that he was picking up to move the chains, they weren't really going way down the field here.
They didn't stretch it.
No, it was all about the efficiency on third down from Wentz and running the football tonight. That's what it was. Right. The efficiency on third down and then the efficiency in the red zone to score 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And he made some big plays. And I was calling hit the run. So you got to hit the running back out of the backfield. You got to hit him on the screen. Now they ran the wheel route to score the touchdown. But I'm like, it was there all game. And I don't know what took Doug so long to run the play. But I give the offense a lot of credit. I think this was tough. And even the defense to have 2 goal line stands against Aaron Rodgers. As bad as I think the defense was, they were big in that moment. I will be honest with you. When Bradham picked it off and was running, I swear I thought he was going to fumble it and they were going to get it back.
Get out of bounds, dude.
I was like, oh, he's going to fumble. They're going to get it back and score.
I saw a guy in a green shirt coming from behind. I'm like, oh, no, don't give him the claw.
And he
was ready to give him the claw. And then thank God he didn't fumble.
He had a pick 6. He dropped a pick 6.
I know.
He dropped a pick 6. But dude, we toughed it out. We toughed this out. Season saved. And think about this. Big picture, for at least for this week. Dallas is playing at New Orleans. Now, it's not a totally easy game. I think it's much easier without Breeze. But Green Bay plays Dallas, and they're going to sit on this for basically a week and a half, preparing for Dallas, coming off a loss. That's a great position to be in. And you know what else? I get to sit back and watch games on Sunday and be in like a good mood. You know what I mean? Like, be happy.
Oh, if we were 1-3 going into Sunday, yeah, I don't know how many games I would have watched.
I know, me too.
Now, kicking my feet up, gonna
Kicking
drink
it.
pumpkin beer. I'm gonna watch football all
That's
day.
it. I'm gonna
You like
watch
pumpkin
football.
beer? You
I
like
love
pumpkin beer?
pumpkin beer. I love
Oh,
pumpkin beer. I love Oktoberfest. Those
oh,
are, yeah, I love those beers.
yeah. I should have brought one out for the
And
show.
guess what, dude? I took the Eagles 5.5 and the over. Boom, big
I
nothing,
took the
man.
Eagles on the money line, baby. I went money line.
Yeah, I did 2-game parlay over and the points.
Nailed
So I got $150 tonight. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Nailed it.
I didn't think we'd win outright, but I thought we'd cover the points, you know. Look, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think we were winning this game. I did not think we were winning this game. I'm just being honest. I picked them to lose. But I'm glad we won. I'm excited.
See, I think the Green Bay defense kind of got exploited tonight. And there was this weakness coming in and stopping the run, but they weren't exploited by an offensive line like this. This is the Eagles' offensive line that I know, that I remember. The first 3 weeks, I mean, Miles Sanders was only averaging 2.9 yards per carry, and Jordan Howard at 4. And today, these holes were gaping. They were ginormous. Grand Canyon it was description by, I think, Troy Aikman tonight. Just huge hole.
I'm really impressed with Miles Sanders tonight because I was kind of worried about him coming into a Thursday night game, 2 fumbles last week on the same drive. Is he ready for this kind of moment? And I think he answered the bell. And you can see why the Eagles like him. He's got a lot of explosiveness. The kid is going to be good. Maybe he's not ready to be the featured back right now, but today he showed me a lot tonight. It was good to see. You know, and it was good to see Nelson Agholor not get any throws because he didn't drop or fumble. No air fumbles tonight. You know what I mean? No air fumbles.
Nothing. Well, what they were able to do was use Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz, and Dallas Goedert. So that, you know, they took advantage of the tight ends. Zach Ertz 7 for 65. Jeffrey gutting this one out. You know, he and Wentz just don't have that cohesion still on those back shoulder balls for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm worried that Jeffrey's running about 50%. If you just look,
well, that was definitely he didn't look 100%.
Because even the last pass in the last drive, Carson missed the throw. It was a bad throw, but Carson was saying to him I think he would, because if you look at him, he's going like this. I think he thought he was going to cut harder or sooner, and he didn't. Maybe he just couldn't.
He kind of lofted the ball, and on those back shoulder balls, you want to really fling it in there, like when you Aaron Rodgers and the way he just flips it in there. And I think that's what Jeffrey was looking for. And out of all the passes that you can throw, this is the biggest weakness on Wentz's resume. And this is, of course, the best route that Jeffrey kind of runs. So, you know, when they paired these two together, when they signed them, you know, it's not really a natural pairing, but they're making it work, you know, sort of. But Ertz here, 7 for 65. He had the big game, and that was nice to see. So 7 catches on 8 targets. They were taking advantage of mismatches. I mean, there was a time when he was lined up on Preston Smith. I don't know why, you know, Green Bay was doing that. Why that got exploited, but you know, whenever they needed to get a first down, that's where Carson Wentz seemingly went to with Zach Ertz.
Yeah, well, I can't blame him, especially after last week. You know, I mean, let's be honest. How much confidence do you have when guys drop that many balls? I think Mike Collins got 1 target, and he made a nice catch.
Yeah, they didn't even look for the wideouts.
I didn't see Arcega-Whiteside at all.
Besides Jeffrey, there were 3 targets to other wide receivers. Matt Collins got 2. Agholor got 1.
Well, I mean, you know, I believe
they used their tight ends today. Goddard got 3 targets. Jeffrey got 9. I mean, they went to Jeffrey and Ertz. Jeffrey and Ertz got 17 of the 27 total targets. So they were
and you know, I mean, you know, I know the Eagles won't say it, but I don't think Carson trusts Agholor or Arcega. I don't see how you could trust those guys at all. So it doesn't surprise me.
He didn't throw to him, so you know.
No, the only thing I'd like to see Carson do right now, and Doug, is even though Deshaun Jackson's not there, don't abandon the vertical game. Take a couple deep shots here or there. They're not stretching the field. I don't even think they attempted anything downfield since the Redskin game. Like literally since the Redskin game, you know? So I'd like to see that, even if you use Agholor or Hollins, take a shot, you know? But this is a good win because now we got what? Like a mini bye. And then we got the Jets. So you think Deshaun will be back? I don't think he's going to play.
We literally have a bye. The Jets are – we have 3 byes this year. We play Miami, we play the Jets, and then there's a bye.
Yeah,
so the Eagles are going to be well rested heading into the playoffs with 3 byes.
I think I would sit Deshaun against the Jets. I think I'd sit him.
They could sit Jeffrey. They can sit everybody. They could probably even sit Wentz if they wanted to.
No, don't sit him. Let him play.
No,
let him play.
Gotta let him play.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! Aaron Rodgers. Packers should trade him. I mean, he is not clutch. He is not clutch. He did not throw the ball. It was intercepted. That is unclutch. If Carson Wentz did that play, they would kill him in Philly. They want Foles back. Maybe they should get Brett Favre out of retirement. I mean, really, that's what the people we deal with. That's what we deal with every week. If that was Carson, he would be killed for that play. But it's Rodgers, so you know.
That's a good point. No, I mean, listen, like if the Eagles were down by 7 points and Carson went down inside the 5-yard line, if he would have done that, oh boy,
killed.
Oh,
he would have been killed. Right.
They would have eaten him alive.
Yeah. What do you think, dude, about these penalties every week in these third? Like, I think the penalties are killing this game.
Oh, I hate the reviews. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, like it's stopping the game, and the thing about some of these calls, like you can be so ticky tacky with it if you really want to, and it's terrible because in fast motion and when you're really watching it live, you're not even going to pick up on these things.
No, I mean a lot of these plays, you can see it almost every play, something like that happening. I was very happy that they picked up the Ertz penalty because that was, the one where Alshon scored the touchdown because that was absolutely ridiculous. That was a ridiculous call. So I was glad they picked that up. But man, these refs are killing me, dude. And not just for this game. It's like every Monday night, every Thursday night. It's just it's unwatchable. Dude, it's like what time is it? It's like 9:30 at night here. It's a 4-hour game. It's ridiculous.
12:30 over here on the East Coast, and I still got to go on a run.
You got to go on a run. I got to
go on a run. I got to write a preview. I mean, these dogs, they got to go on their run.
They're on the run.
They're hungry right now. They got to go eat. They got to go eat. That was a well-earned victory in Lambeau Field.
You ain't kidding, dude. That was a big win. This was such a big win. Not just because of the 1-3. You feel like this team needed a good road victory against a good team. I think this is one of those games you really build off of. Really do.
I really thought the offensive line, again, going back to that, like running the ball, we talked about that. But Carson Wentz had all day to throw, basically, in a lot of ways.
A lot of ways, yeah.
Considering what the Packers have done leading into this game, Preston Smith was coming in. I think he was 3rd in the league in sacks of 4.5. He had 3 last week. Zadarius Smith had 2 last week. The Packers were averaging 4 sacks a game. But the Eagles were running the ball so well that the play action was just, able to fool them. But not only that, Jason Peters, Lane Johnson really shut those guys down. And that was finally, like for the first time in 4 games, the offensive line played well. It's crazy how everything just seems to work together in synchronicity when everything goes that way. When the offensive line plays well, Carson Wentz plays well. The running backs play well. It all just works in harmony.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the running game. When they get that running game going early, it just seems like they get more in a sync. You know what I mean? This game looked like the 2017 Eagles offense to me. That's what it looked like. Very balanced. Remember the Chargers game? It kind of reminds me of that too, in a lot of ways.
I remember that. Because
that was the
one to that one too. That was 26-24.
But that was the first time they really used the running game effectively, in that season. There's a big one, dude. It's just Eagle fans got to enjoy this one. We got to enjoy this one.
That was so in the week 3 game, they kind of started running the ball against the Giants, but like it took time for them to run the ball. And then the week after, it was like, all right, they pounded LeGarrette Blount. And in this game, they used Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders more than they did in the first 2 weeks, which is exactly what I wanted to see in this game. Exactly what I wanted to see, because I looked at the tape. Green Bay was kind of getting shredded on the ground, and this is a matchup they exploited. And I was glad to see it because the Eagles' running game came in not running the ball well.
I'm very happy with the running game tonight. And Jordan Howard gets stronger as time goes. They were gassed when it came to the running game. It was a great. Man, I tell you what, dude, I took like 8 aspirin so I wouldn't have a heart attack. That's serious. I got him here, half a bottle. That game,
you're gonna need him after that run.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, that game wore me out physically and mentally. I lost my voice. And man, to me, we needed this win so bad, and like the 1-3 thing wasn't what I was worried about. I wasn't worried about going, oh my God, we're down 1-3, but just, the way everything's going, the team, all the talk, Carson can't beat teams with winning records, the Eagles can't, all that stuff just kind of builds up. And I feel like this is a big pressure release valve for the team. I really do. And I expect them to get well rested, come and destroy the Jets, and then get ready for a very tough Minnesota game. But it's going to be fun. Dude. It's a new season now, bro. New season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the underdog effect. The Eagles had their backs against the wall. Adversity hit. You saw the Philly fan, the Penn guy, getting pissed off. We saw it. Yeah. We all got pissed off. Everybody. The team got pissed off. Doug Peterson got pissed off. And they played like they were pissed off. And they got this win tonight. The underdog effect.
Underdog effect, baby. I love it. I love it. The dogs are out, huh?
Dogs are out, baby. Fucking out.
That's a big win. It's I love that one. That's great.
They're out.
That's it, baby. I'm gonna leave that. This is gonna be a thumbnail. I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail now.
Do it.
I'm definitely gonna do it. I love it. Yeah, big win, man. Big win. How does everybody in the chat feel? You guys excited? Everybody excited? You know what I want to do, right? You know what I want to do, man.
What do you want to? I know what you want to do. I know exactly.
I want to get Jalen Ramsey right tomorrow.
I know you were going there.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
Hey, dude, you lose Maddox, you lose Sidney Jones. You got to go get this guy now. I'm sorry. He's at home. He's not practicing. He's sick. Then he has a bad back. Then he has to go be with his kid, and he doesn't have to come back to when he wants to come back. The writing is on the wall. This guy is gone. I get him. 2 first-round picks right now.
You may need to give up more than 2 first-round picks.
Here's
the reason why, because the Eagles are going to be picking late, and they're going to know that. They're going to want
what would be the throw-in?
Oh, well, now you don't have Sidney Jones to throw in the deal.
No, you don't.
And you're not going to give him like Rasul Douglas. Are you because you need?
No, I think Rasul Douglas has been the best corner.
Yeah, he has been. I don't know.
What do you think of the Ertz rumors? See, I would trade Ertz in a second to him.
Well, see, I don't think it was real.
I don't either. It wasn't real.
If you look at the framework, it makes sense because of the cap situation. Like his deal is some money that would make the extension with Ramsey work. But you're obviously not going to trade Zach Ertz. You're not going to trade Carson's favorite weapon.
No, you're not going to trade it. I didn't believe that rumor at all. I did hear on night Anthony Gargano talking that he heard it was a 1 and a 2, and if that was the case, I would do that in a second. If it's 2 1s, I would do 2 1s. Believe me.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that another team if they offer 2-1s, it's a better offer than what the Eagles have because of where.
Yeah, I mean, it depends who's offering, I guess. But look, man, if there's any way we could land this guy, I think you got to do it. I think you got to do it.
Like the guy that would potentially like get traded, if that was like a crazy scenario where they would trade somebody with a salary, it would be Alshon, I think.
That would be tough. See, that'd be tough.
I think it would be Alshon over Ertz. I mean, but like, I don't think they would part with a player like that. You know?
Right. Yeah. No, I hear you.
But man, like if you get Ramsey in here, all of a sudden it's a really tight cap. So you know Howie. If
it's a very tight.
If Howie thinks he could do it, okay. But man, it's tough.
It's very tough. There's no question the cap situation is a problem. Not just for next year, but like 2-3 years down the road. But I'm telling you, they're going to have to eat dead money at some point. They're going to have to eat some dead money to make some cap space. I don't think they have a choice. If you look at the way things are structured, at least according to Over the Cap.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like at some point, you're going to have to cut some guys and just eat some dead money because I don't see how else you can make cap space.
Mm.
But
all right, let's talk about. Well, we just kind of talked about secondary. I was disappointed in Maddox. It seems like he's been kind of exploited since the playoffs, since late in the season. Man, they got him tonight. They got him over and over again after Jones went out, and it was pretty bad.
What was so
Gates.
It was bad because, I mean, there was a couple times where Devontae Adams catches the ball and just turns it up, and he just takes a bad angle or whatever, and it's like 40, 50-yard gain. He wasn't good tonight, and it is disappointing because I thought he was really, in a position where he could be a real legit star in this league, but he wasn't good. And I'll tell you who else stinks: Sendejo.
He just runs into his own players. That's all he does.
Yeah. I just got an update on Maddox. It said he's at the hospital and all his limbs are moving. So he's got full movement, which is really good, and it's precautionary. So that's a good thing.
That was scary because that took a really long time.
Long time. Yeah.
So I guess he was out for a long time.
And Derek Barnett finally showed up tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Finally got a sack. A strip fumble, man, which was huge for us. If we could get that guy going, that would be huge because he's a first-round pick. What was he, 13th, 14th overall? You got to get more out of him, And I thought he played good tonight. Stupid penalties, but overall, I thought he played good.
So here's what I think is going to happen. I know everybody wants Jalen Ramsey, but I think they're going to go after somebody else because of the money. And it's always somebody that you don't expect.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, I suggested Patrick Peterson last week, but now it's like, now you can't really wait for him. So
yeah. Well, he's suspended.
Yeah, he's suspended. That's why
And he's not 30 years old because I swear I thought he was like 30.
I'm pretty sure he's 28. It seems like he's older than he is.
Yeah, because I don't want – if he's like 30, 31, I don't want him. I need guys in their 20s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 28. He's 29, but he turned 29 in July, so it's
Yeah, I mean, look,
he has 2 more years, so you'd have him. He would be done after he's 30.
I would consider at this point. I would if I couldn't get Jalen Ramsey, I would consider it. I think they have to do something. They have to do something.
The only reason why I bring him up, he would be a plug and play guy until you would get rid of him after 2 years. You keep him around and then you draft guys in the process to replace him. That's what you would do.
Yeah. No, I get that. I could live with that. But let me say this: if for some weird reason Jalen Ramsey came to the Eagles, I believe that the whole attitude of that defense would change. I think mentally it would be a huge lift for them.
Dude, for example tonight, it would have been nice to have somebody who could have stopped Devontae Adams. Like he was just doing whatever he wanted to do. Whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
The out routes, the plays down the sideline, breaking away from guys. I mean, did whatever he wanted to do at will.
At will.
Like, just whatever. And
At will,
he
man.
didn't do anything about it until he got hurt.
Yeah, and I think that really hurt Green Bay down the stretch. I really do. It was a break for us. But if Devontae Adams is there at the end of the game, you know where Aaron Rodgers is looking.
Yeah.
So
I just real quick back on the cornerback situation. There was a guy that Brendan threw at me, but he's older than Patrick Peterson. He's 30 now. Chris Harris of the Broncos.
The Broncos. Has he got is it a 1 year deal? Would it be a 1 year thing?
I let me check real quick. Spot wrap.
I don't know. See, I feel like a guy like Chris Harris, I
think
need
it's 1 year.
Yeah, I feel like they need a guy who is a legit stud. Who Schwartz basically can't be like play my sticks defense. He just has to let the guy play the best corner. I think you got to strike for Ramsey, dude. I know that sounds insane out there. How? I don't know, but I just think you got to go after him. I think he's too big of a piece of meat. 24 years old. He's hanging out there, ready to get traded, wanting to get traded. I do it. I pull the trigger.
Let's say it's not that this would happen, but let's say it's a first, a third, and Alshon Jeffrey. Would you do it?
I don't know if I do.
See, it's
but
hard.
because I don't have.
I'm throwing something crazy at you because I think it's going to take something crazy to get him.
Yeah, but see, Alshon, I have no confidence in the other receivers, so I think losing Alshon would be too much of a loss. I trust Goddard to be effective enough to replace like a guy like Ertz. And he's young, and Ertz is 29, and he's got cap issues coming down the road. So for that reason, I could get it. Jeffrey, I don't trust Arcega-Whiteside. You know what I mean? I want Jeffrey and Deshaun to play. So yeah, I probably Alshon I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I would do two.
They have like receivers and DJ Chark's kind of breaking out for them, but
I like DJ Chark.
Yeah, but like to have like that veteran presence for that team, I think would be good. But I don't know if they would do that or not. But
I don't know.
it's just a make-up scenario that's probably not going to happen. But I'm just
no.
I'm throwing something crazy at you because I think it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that one would maybe too hard. I just don't trust the depth that we have at the wide receiver position.
Yeah,
that's. Yeah.
What would you do? Like 2 firsts and Sidney Jones?
In second, I'll drive him there. I'm driving him there.
Drive him to the airport. You probably run him to the airport.
I would on my back, and I'd film it.
I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna go after somebody like where Howie's gonna give up a 4th round pick for a guy. Going to be somebody where it's going to be like a 3rd-year corner with like a year left on his rookie deal.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust anybody to come in and play under Schwartz's system. I feel like you need a guy that is such a shutdown corner that the only obvious thing you can do is say he's got to play the best receiver and leave him alone. Like,
dude, if you had Jalen Ramsey tonight, it would have made a difference on Devontae. Huge difference.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. No question. I mean, you see what the guy does against Hopkins? I mean, he shuts him down. He shuts people down. If there's any way on earth, I'm trying to do it. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't expect it to. I want it to. I think it should. I hope it does. But yeah, after tonight, I'm more like convinced than ever.
I feel good. I feel really good.
I feel good too. I'm not going.
Like I said, I'm ready for a run. I still got to write the recap, but it's okay. I'm going to write it after the run. I know the Eagles are ready to go on a run now. Ready to go on a run. They got a bye week coming up next week. They're going to move to 3-2, easy W, and then boom, it's off and running from there.
I love it. I see you used my thumbnail. That's very cool.
I did. Yeah, you were able to upload it like before the show, and I'm just like, dude, great.
Yeah, I figured, what the hell? You know, people wanted me and Adrian back together to do these recaps, but we can do these on the road games. So
yeah, so yeah, the home games I'm at Club Risque. So by the I got.
And I'm at Club Dingbat.
You're at Club Dingbat. I'm at Club Risque. Yeah.
right.
So I'm feeling risque today again. I'm ready.
I'm at 13 Dingbat Lane to be exact. 13 Dingbat Lane. Where's Nelson Agholor? Part 3 is coming. It's gonna come.
I know we were talking about that video like all last year, and then he wound up playing well. Like,
Then he wound up playing well.
We couldn't use any of the content that we came up with.
I know, it was great.
Oh,
great.
Oh man, I'm trying to think what else happened. I think we basically got everything covered. Again,
Jake Elliott
if you wanted to,
all his field goals, he hit all his extra points. I was waiting for Jake Elliott to miss one.
Yeah, right. The only thing like that happened that you can nitpick again, the offense started slow in the first quarter. Was it a donut? Did they not score until the second quarter? Or they scored.
Yeah, they didn't score any points. I think it was 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Green Bay.
Yeah, so back to that, but
I would say this: the sense I got early on wasn't like they were struggling and didn't know what to do. I just got the sense that the whole team was so amped up and angry. Come out, Carson's throwing high, Ertz is getting in fights and talking, and then you come back, Derek Barnett with the late hit. We're getting penalties. I just thought we just were all jacked up, and that Miles Sanders return. Everything seemed to calm down after that, Yeah. And then they just went out and played.
They didn't score in their first 2 possessions, but after that, 5 straight touchdown drives, I think it was.
They put 34 points up, dude. This was considered a top defense.
I think it was 4 in a row, but it was like they went right. Dude, those 4 drives, they went right up and down the field with ease.
And this was supposed to be a top 5 defense.
Wasn't today.
This
was like the NFC Championship game against the Vikings. Just
right. This has got to be a quality win for Carson. He can't win big games. He's 4-0 in prime time, but can't win big games. All the crap we have to hear. I have to give it back to people because of the ridiculousness of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, like the one this week where it's the players don't want to play for Carson Wentz. They don't block and they don't catch. I'm like, you realize what you're saying is not against Carson. You're saying that these people are assholes. They're jerks, that they would treat their own fellow teammate like that. I don't think they're like that at all. It's ridiculous. I get pissed off.
The play that they're referencing, I think is so there was a play like late in the game last week.
3-man rush. There's a 3-man rush.
Yeah, and the offensive line stopped playing. Actually, the ball was actually supposed to be out by Carson. So it was actually like Wentz and not the offensive line.
Well, he was scrambling.
To do with that.
Yeah. It's just well, I mean, and then they act like they drop the ball because they don't want to catch for him. No, Agholor drops the ball because he's a choker. That's why he dropped the ball. I've never seen that guy air fumble.
Are you trying to say he chokes on his chicken?
No, he's just a choker. I just can't wait till he's gone. I just can't.
Just send him off into space.
Can we trade him to Jacksonville? I'll trade him right now.
Why
I
not?
would do it right now. I had no problem with it.
Ship him off in a UPS box. Right down to Jacksonville.
He can go.
Right down.
I mean, dude, that dude that said to throw in the boot, we were catching them on like Agholor, the babies. Oh my god, dude. That guy is my hero. He's my hero, dude. I was like,
you gotta include him on the where's Nelson Agholor.
Yeah, I got it. Because
we
were catching him unlike Agholor. I mean, that's just the best ever. I love that.
One more quick question for you for the Rams.
Okay.
All right, because I brought this point up last week. He's a press man-to-man corner. Would you be worried about Jim Schwartz utilizing him correctly? Because he plays zone.
That is my big fear. I don't make this trade unless I go to Schwartz and say, he's playing the best receiver every week. Leave him alone. He's got to do it. If he puts him in those stick defense, it's not going to help. It's nothing's going to happen. It's going to hurt us. You have to play everything differently with Ramsey. You do. That's why I think the only way the Eagles would do something like that is if they did get a Ramsey, like a Chris Harris, a Patrick Peterson. I don't think they're going to change anything. But I think a Ramsey is so talented, and you know what he is. You have to. That's why I would want him.
Yeah. We'll see if they can do it. We'll see if they can do it. All right. Any last thoughts here before we depart?
We won. We're back in it, baby. We back. This is feeling good tonight. This feels like 2017. This feels like that Carolina win, that Charger win. I feel good. I feel really good. I've never been so happy to be 500 in my life. Philly 500, by the way. But I feel good.
I feel like this is just the way it's going to be under Doug Peterson. They're going to go 2-2 after every month, the first month of the year. Just go 2-2. This is what the Patriots do every year.
Yeah, they did. Carson, I loved the way Carson played. I love the way the offense played. I didn't like the way the defense played. I thought they did get more pressure tonight, which was good. And some of it, you just got to tip your cap to Aaron Rodgers because he's Aaron Rodgers, especially on the interception at the end, because clutch guys don't throw that.
True. Not clutch. Aaron Rodgers.
Not clutch. Aaron Rodgers is not clutch.
Not clutch at all. Not clutch. All right, we'll see if I can come through clutch on this run that I'm about to take right after we do this recap. That's Philly 500. Actually, we're ending it now. That's Philly 500. I'm Adrian Fedke. It's almost 1 o'clock. Got to do this run. We're out of here. Peace.